So this video, let us convert units, but this time we're not going to be going from a certain starting point to the base, but instead we will proceed, for example, from kilo going to milli, or from milli going to kilometers or kilograms. So it all depends on what unit are we measuring. Uh, how will you work on something like this? Okay. So let us begin by using an example. Let's say I do have 10 centimeters. And I want to convert this into, let's say, millimeters. So at this point, since you are not really that familiar yet, so I'm doing this one step at a time, making it simple for you so it's easier for you to understand. Okay, so step one is to convert this 10 centimeters, change this into a fraction. So you divide it by 1. And then let's multiply it with the bar. And then let's place our centimeters, because our centimeters is the unit that we're going to convert. So at this moment, instead of going straight to millimeter, I want you to use the base unit. Okay, so the base unit, so the prefix is centi, the base unit is meters. So therefore, let's convert this to meters first. So this is centimeters, but we're going up to meters. So meaning it is bigger. So the base is bigger than the initial measurement. So therefore, it's going up or towards the base from the bottom portion of the base. So therefore, this should be 100 centimeters for every 1 meter. So let's divide our 10 by 100. Now we have our answer, which is equivalent to 0.1 meter. Okay, so 0.1 meter. So now this time, now that we're in the base, now we can go back to milli. So now we can go back to our milli. So meaning this time we are starting from the base and moving away, but this time it's going to the bottom. So when you're going to the bottom of the base, meaning you have to multiply it by whatever the conversion factor is. So let us continue, meaning I have 0.10 meters or 0.1 meter. So let's divide it by 1. Let's draw our multiplication in our bar. And then let's place our meter on the bottom and then millimeter on the top, because we want to go to millimeter. So that's your millimeter. So meters cancels out. Now we have meter going to millimeter. This time you're going away, or you're moving away from the base and you're moving away to the bottom, meaning you're going to a smaller unit. So therefore, we have to multiply it by 1,000 millimeter for every 1 meter. So let's simplify this. So 0.1 multiplied by 1,000. So this will give us an answer that is equivalent to 100 millimeter. Okay. So at this point, I know there's multiple steps, but as you get along, as you move along, and then you get used to converting, you don't have to do this step. But for the meantime, as you're getting acclimated or you're getting used to converting units, this will be the best process for you to go to your base, and then from the base you can look where you want to go. Okay, so it's either going to go up or you're going to go down. So it all depends on your requirement. Now, why don't we continue? This time, let's use kilograms. Let's use kilograms. So let's say, you know what? Let's use a different color so we can differentiate those two problems. So let's say I have 23 kilograms. 23 kilograms, and I want to convert this into milligrams. Kilograms to milligrams, from 1,000 to another 1,000. Okay. So first step is 23 kilograms, and then let us place our imaginary 1 for a fraction, and therefore let's place our kilogram. And then what is the base unit of kilogram? The base is simply grams. Kilogram cancels out. If you notice, kilo, it's 1,000. Base is 1. So meaning we're starting with a huge unit, going to the smaller one. So we have to multiply 1,000 to 23. So therefore, it will give us an answer that is equivalent to 23,000 grams. But we're not going to stop here, 23,000 grams. Instead, we will continue by changing our 23,000 kilograms or 23,000 grams, and let's convert this into milligrams. So let's place our grams right here, and milli is on the top. So milligrams. So our gram cancels out. So we want to change this into milligrams. So if you notice, grams going to milli. What did we do right here? So we always have to multiply it because we're moving downward. Okay, downward below our base. So now let's multiply this by another 1,000, while 1 will be our factor at the bottom. So 23,000 times another 1,000, this will simply give us 23 milligrams or 23 million milligrams. 23 million milligrams. Okay. So I hope you understand these videos. Please write it down in your notes and try to answer the remainder of the packet.